ఫిజికల్ సైన్స్ భౌతిక రసాయన శాస్త్రం 10th క్లాస్ ఫిజికల్ సైన్స్ భౌతిక రసాయన శాస్త్రం చాప్టర్ 3 మెటల్స్ అండ్ నాన్ మెటల్స్ అధ్యాయం 3 లోహాలు మరియు అలోహాలు ఎక్సర్సైజెస్ 1 which of the following pairs will give displacement reactions? Answer D. AgNO3 solution and copper metal. 2. Which of the following methods is suitable for preventing an iron frying pan from rusting? Answer D. All of the above. 3. An element reacts with oxygen to give a compound with a high melting point. This compound is also soluble in water. The element is likely to be. Answer A. Calcium. 4th. Food cans are coated with tin and not with zinc because. Answer C. Zinc is more reactive than tin. 5th. You are given a hammer, a battery, a bulb, wires and a switch. A. How could you use them to distinguish between samples of metals and non-metals? B. Assess the usefulness of these tests in distinguishing between metals and non-metals. Answer A. Metals can be spread into sheets with the help of hammer while non-metals give powder. Second point. When metals are connected into circuit using battery, bulb, wires and a switch, current passes through the circuit and the bulb glows. B. Hammer is a reliable method because no non-metal can be spread into sheet. 6th question. What are amphoteric oxides? Give two examples of amphoteric oxides. A. Such oxides with react both with acids as well as bases to form salts and water are known as amphoteric oxides. For example, aluminum oxides and zinc oxides. ZNO plus 2HCl right continent, ZnCl2 plus H2O. ZNO plus 2NaOH right continent, Na2 ZNO2 plus H2O. 7th question. Name two metals which will displace hydrogen from dilute acids and two metals which will not. Answer 1. Metals like sodium and magnesium displace hydrogen from dilute acids. Metals above hydrogen in the activity series. Second. Metals below hydrogen in the activity series like copper and silver do not displace hydrogen from dilute acids. 8th question. In the electrolytic refining of a metal M, what would you take as the anode, the cathode and the electrolyte? Answer. Cathode pure metal, anode impure metal, electrolyte metal salt solution. 9th question. Pratyusha took sulfur powder on a spatula and heated it. He collected the gas evolved by investing a test tube over it as shown in the figure below. A. What will be the action of gas on 1. Dry litmus paper. 2. Moist litmus paper. B. Write a balanced chemical equation for the reaction taking place. Answer A. 1. Dry litmus paper, no action. 2. Moist litmus paper becomes red. B. S plus O2, right continent SO2. Sulfur dioxide. SO2 plus H2O, right continent H2SO4. Sulfurous acid. 10th question. State two ways to prevent the rusting of iron. Answer. Ways to prevent the rusting of iron. A. By painting. B. By galvanizing. 11th question. What type of oxides are formed when non-metals combine with oxygen? Answer. Acidic oxides. 12. Give reasons. A. Platinum, gold and silver are used to make jewelry. B. Sodium, potassium and lithium are stored under oil. 10th class physical science, భౌతిక రసాయన శాస్త్రం. చాప్టర్ 3 మెటల్స్ అండ్ నాన్ మెటల్స్. అధ్యాయం 3 లోహాలు మరియు అలోహాలు. సి. అల్యూమినియం ఈజ్ ఏ highly reactive metal yet it is used to make utensils for cooking. D. Carbonate and sulfide ores are usually converted into oxides during the process of extraction. Answer A. Platinum, gold and silver are non-reactive and give shining surface. B. Sodium, potassium and lithium are very reactive and catch fire when exposed to air. C. Aluminium forms a non-reactive layer of aluminium oxide on its surface. D. It is easier to reduce oxides into metal. 13th question. You must have seen tarnished copper vessels being cleaned with lemon or tamarind juice. Explain why these sure substances are effective in cleaning the vessels. Answer. Copper vessels get a green deposit of basic copper carbonate. Since copper carbonate dissolves in mild acids of lemon or tamarind juice, copper vessels are cleaned. 14th question. Differentiate between metal and non-metal on the basis of their chemical properties. Answers. Metals, non-metals. Point 1. Metals form basic oxides, some of which form alkalis. Non-metals form acidic or neutral oxides. 2. Metals replace hydrogen from acids and form salts. Non-metals do not replace hydrogen from acids. 3. Metals can lose electrons easily to form positive ions. non-metals can gain electrons easily to form negative ions. With chlorine, metals form chlorides which are covalent. With chlorine, non-metals form chlorides which are covalent. Fifth, with hydrogen, few metals form hydrides which are equivalent. With hydrogen, non-metals form many stable hydrides which are covalent. Sixth, reactive metals can displace hydrogen from water. Non-metals cannot displace hydrogen from water. 15th question. A man went door to door posing as a goldsmith. He promised to bring back the glitter of old dull gold ornaments. An unsuspecting lady gave a set of gold bangles to him, which he dipped in a particular solution. The bangles sparkled like new, but their weight was reduced drastically. The lady was upset, but after a futile argument, the man beat a hasty retreat. Can you play the detective to find out the nature of the solution he had used? Answer. Aqua regia, a mixture of concentrated hydrochloric acid and concentrated nitric acid in the ratio of 3:1, since it dissolves gold. 16th question. Give reasons why copper is used to make hot water tanks and not steel. Answer. Copper is better conductor of heat than steel. Therefore, it is used for making hot water tanks. యాంఫాటెరిక్ ద్విస్వభావయుత ఆక్సైడ్స్, తుప్పు, గాల్వనైజింగ్, కళాయిపూత, యుటెన్సిల్స్, ఆయుధాలు, మైల్డ్ సాధువైన, కోవెలెంట్ సమయోజనీయ, హైడ్రైడ్స్ ఉదజనితము, అన్సస్పెక్టింగ్ సురక్షితమైన,